Okay. Hi, this is Ice Blue 3. Currently, it is Tuesday, May the 12th, 2026, 5:54 p.m. So I wasn't gonna make a video today, but I woke up to pretty much a notification from YouTube saying that I think the GOP or the Congress is having some kind of uh meeting or whatever in regards to the Epstein victims, saying a few things or whatever. And so that happened, but what stood out to me was this black woman. I think she's bald. She has alopecia or whatever. Let me get her name real quick and pause. Okay, so I'm back. So I think her name is Ayanna Presley. And here's a video of her in regards to talking about trans children or gender affirming healthcare in reference to children getting their genital mutilation, in my opinion. And so today she was speaking in regards to the Epstein victims or whatever, and saying that the things that happened to those girls, those little girls, was in her opinion like a crime against humanity. And yet, in this video right here that was posted on December the 27th, 2025, right? Let me pause. Let me just go to the description. So yeah, this is on her page, on her YouTube page, and it's titled "Protect Trans Kids and Gender Affirming Healthcare." Right here. You can go to her page, her YouTube page, and find it and see that. So today she was in a press conference and she was saying that um these Epstein victims, um what happened to them is like a crime against humanity. And yet I go back and I see this. And also she mentions God in this video right here. And that God loves all and all this stuff, whatever. I mean, yeah, God does love all. He of course love people who live inside of Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm not saying I'm perfect because I have a lot of I've said a lot of fucked up shit, did a lot of stuff, and I have my own ways about me. But my thing is leave the kids alone, leave the children alone. That's my thing. Leave the kids alone. I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm holding it now. I'm gonna try to. I was gonna put some makeup on off video. But it's like since I'm here and since this shit popped up, I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. So I'm finna try to put this makeup on again to test. I keep on trying to practice putting stuff on so that in the future maybe who knows I might become famous or infamous or whatever. I don't give a shit. It's something to do. I bought this stuff, so I'm gonna practice and see if I can hide where here, 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 and here. I need some opaque concealer from L'Oreal, but right now I'm just really just trying to just figure out how to put the stuff on quickly because it usually takes like an hour to figure this shit out. And I was watching a video the other day, and this newscast lady, she was able to put this makeup on and she said in 15 minutes. I'm like, well, I mean, I guess it's a job, but shit. Anyway, so back to Ayanna Presley. In my opinion, it is so hypocritical. And again, I'm going to reiterate. I said a lot of fucked up shit. I'm not perfect. I got my own ways about me. It is what it is. But leave the children alone. So via what she said on what Ayanna Presley said today in regards to these Epstein victims or whatever, and them whatever happened to them was a crime against humanity. The mutilation of a male child's genitals, they can't get that back. You do know that, right? And she even said inside of this press conference that it's when you're at such a young age, you're so impressionable and yada 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 yada. And you don't think these children that you're saying that you want to protect, gender affirming care for, yeah, you don't think that those children are in my opinion getting groomed for a political what do you call that? Maybe I should have paused for a second to get the correct word. It's not a political party. They're being groomed to be used as a political pawn. There we go. I can't think of the word, but that's the best way. That's the best way to define it. If you can't think of the word, just define it. Define it. Anyway, so in my opinion, these lawmakers. I mean, it's not just Democrats. This is probably some Republicans too. These lawmakers who push this ideology onto children. I don't care about adults. Onto children. In my opinion, they're no better than Epstein. As a matter of fact, they're worse, in my opinion, because they're the ones who make the laws. Epstein was just a very, very rich man who may have had some influence in regards to lawmakers, but he wasn't the actual ones making the laws. This lady right here. She's one of the lawmakers. So it's literally, you can say the pot calling kettle black, but it's worse than that. It's like, and then to bring God into it too. I'm again, like I said, I'm not perfect at all. I'm just saying, leave the kids alone. That's all. So there's some people saying that, ooh, Trump might be the Antichrist and all this other stuff, or whatever. And I'm looking at this shit. So there's a lot. I'm not saying that she was one of the Democrats that was celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk or the death of a preacher. I'm just saying that a lot of Democrats did celebrate the death of a preacher or Charlie Kirk, and then they also I think they tried to hold a moment of silence for the death of Charlie Kirk, and they wouldn't be quiet. So yeah, it's funny. I mean, they say you'll see signs in the sky during the end times. Charlie Kirk was assassinated during around the time of an eclipse, or during an eclipse, yeah. Also, what is it? We I don't think we've inside of our lifetimes, or whatever, we have not seen an eclipse go through the Americas. I think since 1918, but I'm probably wrong. But after 1918, there was like 1929. There was a Great Depression, right? I think. But anyway, so so recently we had an eclipse go across the United States in 2017 and 2024, and in 2017, it's like 4 years later. That was COVID-19, right? Wait, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 3 years later, that was COVID-19, because I think COVID came out in December 2019. And then also it seems like Joe Biden and that election that some people say was rigged, some people say was fraudulent, some people say that it was legitimate. Maybe we'll find out sooner or later. So that's what happened after the 2017 eclipse, right? And Joe Biden became president. So the 2024 eclipse has happened on April the 8th, I believe, 2024. And so far, Joe Biden, he stepped down in regards to being the front runner in regards to the Democratic running nominee. And then Kamala Harris, she ran for president. She took a spot, even though nobody really did vote. She wasn't primaried like they normally do. She was just put inside the spot, and I was like, okay, here you go. So and they said it. They said it. We don't have no king inside the United States, and yet, yeah, there was no primary for Kamala Harris's entry into the race or whatever, as the presidential run pick or whatever. Anyway, so that happened, and then so let's see here. So that's 2024, right? Yeah. Also, let's see here. We've had aurora borealis scratching across the United States all the way to to Florida. I think even Alabama. All across the United States, and then they say that you usually see aurora borealis like in the North Pole, but it's stretching all the way down to throughout across the United States. You don't think that's a sign? I think also there was the Revelation 12 sign inside the sky that happened on September 23rd, 2017. Oh yeah, and also at the 2024, the 2024 eclipse that went across the United States, Charlie Kirk was assassinated on September the 10th, 2025. There was also an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, which hit his ear. Again, Kamala Harris, she was not primaried or whatever in regards to getting that position, in regards to being the presidential pick for the Democratic Party. And they say no kings. What else? Then we also have another man. He came out sometime mid 2025 saying that the rapture was going to happen around September the 23rd or 24th, 2025. And that was around the time of Charlie Kirk's funeral, which a lot of people claim to look like a Nazi rally or whatever. And they was still celebrating the death of a preacher. How godless is that? And yet they want to say that Donald Trump is the Antichrist or whatever. Okay, well, you know what? If he's the Antichrist, if he's so, how bad are y'all to push for the mutilation of children's genitals and destroying their futures? Like everything that Ayanna Presley said in regards to these Epstein victims or whatever, can be applied to these children that they're pushing these LGBTQ ideologies onto in regards to these children that are going to schools. And not to forget to mention that there's a foundation called Freedom from Religion, and they sued, I believe, a Texas school to have the Ten Commandments taken out of schools inside of Texas. And Joy Reid, which is another black commentator or news commentator, Joy Reid, she is sponsored by that foundation, the Freedom of Religion Foundation. Now, I did not know that the Freedom of Religion Foundation had their own YouTube channel, and so I just typed in Freedom of Religion Foundation or whatever, and Ten Commandments or whatever, and it popped up a video talking about debunking the Ten Commandments. I didn't watch it yet. I'll probably watch it later on, but I'm just simply looking at this situation. I'm like, looking at the signs inside the sky, looking at people pushing the LGBTQ ideologies onto children. I don't care about what people do, what adults do. I'm talking about children. Keep in mind. I'm pro-choice. I'm not pro-life. I'm pro-choice. I've seen a lot of women go through hell. I've seen a lot of men on purpose try to destroy women's lives by if they can't get them, because if they can't get them with a baby, they'll try to get them with a disease. So I'm like, or trying to lock them down because of either jealousy or because of they are so insecure inside themselves that they're like, okay, I want to make sure if I can't have you, I'll make it so it's hard as hell to leave me, or that nobody else will want you. And so they'll try to destroy this woman's life with, like I said, a baby or disease. And I've seen it in online forums where there was one dude, he was saying that he put some holes inside of a condom, and he was trying to get some girl pregnant because he was insecure inside of himself, and he said he said that this is probably the only girl that he could get. And I'm just something like, and then so also I'm working at a plant, and like I said, is this dude, he's talking about something. I was with this girl and that girl and that girl and that girl, and yet that same dude is talking about is upset about being on child support. And I'm like, and I'm not talking about like 1 or 2 girls. I'm talking about like 5 or 6 or 7 girls that he said he was with or whatever. And another dude right along with him saying he went with the same girls or whatever, got with the same girls or something. I'm like, and so you anyway. So in regards to women, their body, their choice, I understand it, but children, that's different in regards to, in my opinion. Now I think I was on YouTube again. I was looking at a meme, and it said that this meme said that at age 18 you are a product of your parents' decisions, but by age 32 or something like that, you are a product of your decisions. So it is your parents' job to protect you from idiots who are idiots that are everywhere, but apparently inside of Congress too, who are making the laws. So this is time for me to try to put on this this stuff or whatever. Oh boy. So, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I have my own ways about me. But my thing is, leave the children alone. Because I'm starting to think about Sodom and Gomorrah for real. I'm like, what the world? Like, yeah, God loves, yeah. but there's so much stuff that He'll take before He blow this bitch up. If you don't believe that, look at Sodom and Gomorrah. I think that inside of Sodom and Gomorrah, angels came down to get what is that man's name? Anyway, I can't think of his name right now. But they came down to tell this man to get out of the city because God was about to destroy it. And so this man said, well, if I can find, well, I think God said if this man could find 10 people that were righteous, He said they would spare it. I think. I don't know how the full story goes. I just know the gist of it. And so this man, he searched up and down for 10 righteous men or whatever, and he couldn't find any. And so God, He said, you know what? Just get one. And so this man, he searched up and down. He couldn't find not one righteous man. And so God blew that bitch to hell. So it just goes to show you that God does love, but there's just so much that He'll take. And again, I'm not perfect. I have my own ways about me, but I'm just saying leave the children alone. Leave the children alone. And this is me putting on makeup. It's gonna probably be fucked up. But anyway, because I probably put on too much. I don't even know. I don't even really care. I'm just doing this shit because I'm like, I was gonna practice with it. It's hard to put the stuff on while you're recording. And I'm probably doing it always wrong. And I'm trying to get it in my eye because every time I do this shit, I get it in my fucking eye. And my eye is still recovering from the last time that I got the stuff in my damn eye. So that woman, she really got to me. I'm like, it's scary. It's not out of, I'm not reacting out of uh uh anger or a phobia because, like I said, I got my own ways about me. Not a phobia. It's out of real terror of there's so many synchronicities going on. And let me move this over. So this does out loud. Yeah, so there's so many synchronicities going on in reference to like the Bible. And this woman, so in that video, let me try to see if I can pull it back up real quick. Ooh. In this video, This one here. She tried to bottle up the term, the big word term that makes it sound so fancy, but you're really mutilating the genitals of a child. She tried to make the term gender affirming healthcare sound good while packaging it up with, oh, a parent, they might need health care for a child with diabetes, or they might scrape their arm or scrape their elbow, or they may need so she went down a list of things, and she put gender affirming care in the middle of it. So she tried to package up some shit with some surrounding, what do you call it, a poison pill, or you sugarcoated it. She literally sugarcoated gender affirming care with other with shit. Anyway, I put it inside the wrong spot. Didn't I? So I'm just sitting here, just like, how godless is that? And again, I'm going to keep on repeating that I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. What I'm saying is that what is going on is scary. Okay, it's scary. It's terrifying. You have lawmakers doing whatever, saying whatever, and doing whatever they can to keep power. No matter who, what they affect. I'm not talking about these children's futures or whatever. And I keep saying that woman is no better than Epstein, in my opinion, in reference to the gender affirming care situation that she's pushing agenda. Because all it is a political agenda, in my opinion. So it really is terrifying. Oh boy, it really is terrifying to see these people and how they are. This is gonna be a fucking mess. I already tell it's gonna, yeah. It's not. I need a darker shade, I think. I'm broke now, so I'm like, look, this was just a test. Because I was just trying to cover this dark spot right here, but my face is so damn bright. And I gotta blow my damn nose. Let me pause a second. Okay, so I'm back. So I'm just still sitting here just thinking, like, so if Donald Trump is supposedly the Antichrist, then what are you? What are these people that are pushing these LGBTQ ideologies onto these children? Now, instead of using this fit me stuff that seemed like it made it better the last time, I want to try this translucent powder. I don't have a sponge for this though. I think I bought some brushes. I don't want to open this. Someone probably just use this little brush right here and see how well it does. Okay, this is my first time trying this on camera, so if it turns out terrible, oh well. I'm just really just fucking around. So, this was never meant to be serious. Oh, it does puff up or whatever. I don't know how. I don't. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is my first time actually trying this white stuff. What? This white stuff. Okay. So it's supposed to be translucent powder, and it's supposed to make the skin matte. But I think I let let the the liquid dry too quickly. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah, my ass looking like a damn ghost. Oh shit. Let me see if I can correct this. Maybe. it was a, it's just $1.25 or $1.50. So you know what? Maybe it might work on a lighter complexion. Anyway, so let's see. I'm gonna try to do this. Cause I'm gonna upload this anyway. Cause I don't really give a shit. Nobody's gonna watch my shit anyway. But it's just it was just I saw that saw her talking about these women or whatever that were um that had dealings with Epstein or whatever, and for her to say that about those women, but say the complete opposite about the children was just hypocritical fodder. I mean, and then they had the nerve to bring God into her trying to push an LGBTQ ideology onto children. Now, nobody gives a shit about who people fuck, but people are gonna always protect the children. That's just that. Nobody cares if a girl or a boy is trans or an adult. No, an adult. So, I mean, these lawmakers are, like I said, in my opinion, just as bad as damn Epstein. No, this is probably like bad. I don't know. That translucent powder, it didn't work out so well. But it was a nice try though. Maybe I used too much or too little or something. But this stuff it still didn't cover up the dark spots on my face. I was trying to cover up this and this and that and that. So this is still here. I need some translucent or I mean I need some opaque concealer. Okay, so this is my first time trying a little brush out. This is actually um better than my fingers. So this side looks, I guess, okay. I guess maybe I don't. I got a mirror right here. Okay, cool. I've got it right there. I don't think I want to stop this video at like 33 minutes because I wasn't really gonna make a video, but it's up that caught me off guard. Being woken up with that notification and then send this woman talking about some the Epstein victims. That's like a crime against humanity. And then you pushing the agenda in regards to the mutilation of children's genitals, and not thinking that that's a crime against nature or humanity. Oh yeah, I need to put that spray on me or whatever. So maybe that's why it looks the way it looks right now. Okay, so again I don't have any setting spray. I had to try to attempt to make my own setting spray. Is it here? Let me pause a second to see if I can find it. Okay, well I found it. I got it right here. What? Since this is still visible, that dark spot in this too, what I'm gonna do is I want to put a little more I guess foundation wanted to see if it helps it. Because like I said, I'm just experimenting. I'm not really being serious here. Yeah. You know, I already powdered my damn nose. It sounds anyway. My entire objective was to cover up that dark spot right there, and this right here. I think they say you can tap it in to make it so I don't know how this stuff works. The hell? Like, see, we gonna have a problem. So I guess this video might be end up being a little bit longer than 33 minutes then. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm like, I should be trying to show it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that. Well, who knows? Who knows? Might actually be watching this. So, okay, well, it's blending in. But this shade is probably too light for my face anyway, so I don't even know. I can't tell how this looks until it's until I'm until the video's done, because the lighting and everything just looks, maybe the brightness of my phone is like too low, or I don't know. I just can't tell the quality. I can't tell the colors until like yeah. I hit stop on a video. So let's see here. Okay, so that's seemingly gone. Now I want to try to see if it'll dry before I put some more powder on it. So see what is I want to comment about. So okay, maybe the astrology or whatever. I don't really feel like talking about any more astrology. I've said everything that's supposed to happen this month. Now I haven't seen too much stuff in regards to in regards to Barron Trump. But the thing about it is that you hardly ever hear anything about Barron Trump. Because like last time when I said that I think it was around the date of September the 27th. I think that his progressive moon made an aspect to his Mars, and it's like days later or whatever. There was some news that came out in regards to him shutting down the Trump Tower with his I don't know, with some girl. Anyway, now I don't really want to talk about Trump Jr. anymore because it's like yeah, somebody's cutting grass right there. Because it's a Pisces. Not tend to have. Well, I'm. It's a personal thing. It's a. I'm in my Jupiter Dasha right now, and Jupiter was my sixth house, I believe. And it's in regards to the astrology, and so I don't want to piss him off. Like not, but Cash Tell, Cash Tell. I don't really care about pissing him off. I don't want to, but if it happens, it happens. Because I can only imagine. I don't even know what his personality type is, but I know. Let me stop. I get myself locked up for real. Let me see if I can try to put some more stuff, some more foundation right here too. So I'm trying to get all the black marks off my face and see if it'll see if I can actually not have any black marks on my face and actually look like it's look good, I guess. It's gonna probably look terrible. I already know, but I'm gonna upload it anyway because it's like that thought was what's on my mind. They said tapping in, right? Oops. I just tapped and rubbed and did everything else, but then this is what I was supposed to have did. Okay, well. Oh yeah, Melania Trump is. I think she's pro-choice too. I think. What is this black spot on my nose? And I would it only makes sense because I mean she was in the modeling industry, so she's seen other women go through hell, and I think she said inside of her book Melania or whatever that she made sure that she tried to stay out of um, situations that could fuck up her career. She saw what happened to the other girls. So this is gonna probably be terrible. Anyway. Oh, it's still showing. That black is still showing. How did it go through the? It's like it just went through the foundation. It's just shown right through the foundation. Let me see if I had to put some more on. Or like I said, I don't know how to use this stuff, and I won't probably watch. In my last video, I forgot to wash the stuff off my face because I think I was just too drunk to remember to wash the stuff off my face. It's 36 minutes. I was supposed to stop at 33 minutes. I'm so sorry. It's gonna take me a long time to upload this video too. I don't want to do this, but I need some more sponges or something. I don't know. So it's covered now, but when it dries, how bad it's gonna be? Oh shit! Oh, that's my actual true skin tone color. So it's like that's way too light. Huh. And who knows? I probably was supposed to have just put some concealer right there instead of some. See, that's still showing through. I'm just trying to hide the dark spots in my face. So it probably looks terrible because I mean, like I said, I can't look at the color gradient or whatever. So and plus I don't have any other colors and shit because I mean I was like, you know what, it is what it is. So I think, well, it is what it is. Yeah, this probably looks really bad, but it is what it is. I guess I look like a clown while trying to talk about some talk about politics or whatever. Even this is showing. So I'm saying like I guess I need to sit up and have like some that setting spray to set everything in or whatever so that it won't come off the, I don't know. Or maybe I just need like some thicker stuff. I don't know. Oh no. No. Just it's a different hue, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know how the hell women do it. I'm at this point. I don't really care at this point. I'm getting orange all over here. I got some color corrector, but I'm not going to use it. Um, yeah. So I think I'm going to go back over this with some uh, this or whatever. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I need to I wanted to sub and just get off my chest while I was still recording. Oh yeah, I think I was saying that Melania Trump, she is pro-choice, but it makes sense because she's seen what maybe I don't need these two mirrors. There's a mirror inside of here. But it makes sense because she was a model, and she's seen women get messed up in regards to just what men would do because they can't have you, or because they don't want anybody else to have you, or whatever. And so after I mean, I've always been pro-choice or whatever, but after working at these plants and stuff like that, and looking at what these other dudes say about these women and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, no, yeah. Um, like I kind of miss that commentator Kevin Samuels. Now they said that he was mean and all this other stuff, whatever. Kevin Samuels, I think he talked about women's relationships. I mean, how women can be better inside a relationship with a man or whatever. And he was kind of rough, but a lot of stuff that he said or whatever was actually what a lot of men say behind closed doors or inside the locker rooms or whatever. So yeah, Kevin Samuels. Now, he was mean about it, but yeah. Who else? Like what else? One other point I was trying to make. Um, this is just not going to get covered. It's like that dark spot keeps on coming through. It's still there, and I'm lightly brushing. And it's probably like the wrong skin tone and all those other stuff too. Whatever. Like I said, I don't know how bad this looks. I had another point though. It wasn't just Kevin Samuels. It was some other point. Oh, the pro-choice. So there was this one lawmaker. Let me get his name real quick. Let me pause. Okay, so I'm back. I had to blow my nose too, so it's probably some makeup's probably gone or whatever. I don't know. Right? My nose area. Anyway, so the guy's name, his name was Tim Murphy. He was a representative of Pennsylvania. He was something to go down Google AI or whatever. So a prominent example of a pro-life lawmaker being involved in a scandal regarding a mistress becoming pregnant is former U.S. Representative Tim Murphy of Pennsylvania. The incident occurred. Well, it happened in 2017. Congressman Tim Murphy, a married Republican with a strong anti-abortion voting record and a member of the House Pro-Life Caucus, was found to have had an affair with Shannon Edwards. And again, he was a Republican. And so he pressured Shannon Edwards to abort the child. So when a pregnancy scare occurred, text messages showed Murphy urging his mistress to have an abortion, even though he was pro-life. The hypocrisy of it all. The mistress sent a text message to Murphy highlighting the hypocrisy of his actions, stating he had zero issue posting your pro-life stance all over the place when you had no issue asking me to abort my... No. I'm reading. I'm sorry. So, again, the mistress sent a text message to Murphy highlighting the hypocrisy of his actions. She said he had zero issue posting his pro-life stance all over the place when he had no issue. This is just all written wrong. I tried to. Anyway, it was a hypocritical situation, okay? The result, Murphy's staff allegedly told him that his anti-abortion messages were hypocritical, with one text from his phone saying, I read them and winced. Anyway, he announced that he would not. Tim Murphy announced that he would not seek a re-election and resigned in October 2017. I butchered the hell out of that. I'm not gonna redo this. This makeup is probably fucked up all inside of the face too. I don't really give a shit. I don't care. Just try to get something posted because I'm like, this shit happened. Anyway, so that's that. My point was that pretty much I'm independent. I'm not strictly Republican. That's what I was saying in regards to a man. His name is Chad Chick Martin. I think he's running to become governor of Alabama. And I think he's to be primaried, or I think the primaries are on May the 19th, 2026. And I probably will try to vote or do whatever needs to be done to try to get put in my effort to get him elected. But he probably doesn't have a snowball's chance inside of hell. But I think also Doug Jones is probably running for governor. Let me check that out real quick. Let me pause for a second. Pause. Okay, so yeah, I think Doug Jones is running for governor of Alabama. Now, um, I'm not voting. I think Chad Chick Martin is running to become governor of Alabama. If Chad Chick Martin is not the head of the Democratic Party in regards to the primaries or whatever, and it's Doug Jones or whatever, I'm probably just not gonna be voting um in the upcoming elections because, like I said, I don't really like. I've already seen interviews in regards to Tommy Tuberville, and he's saying that nothing's gonna really change. And like I said, I've already told you that uh I wanted to get Jennifer Boozer's shop, Cannabella, back open. If you don't know, she's a white woman. Her shop was closed down in regards to a man. His name's Andy Witt. He wrote a bill. I think it's titled HB 445 or House Bill 445, which ended up closing down all the hemp shops outside of Alabama. But also, in my opinion, also led to the death of a black man whose name was Jabari Peoples. He was in his car sitting inside of a park. And I guess a police officer passed by his car and said that he smelled hemp or marijuana. But however, and that this was on the date of June the 23rd, 2025. And see, the thing about it is that Andy Witt's bill, HB 45, was to go into effect on July the 1st. So Jabbar people still had roughly about like 7 or 8 more days, or maybe 9 days, to be hanging out somewhere and having or smelling like hemp or marijuana or whatever. Let me spray this stuff in my face now. So, oh god. Oh shit. This is some setting spray that I tried to make myself. Anyway. One more spritz to just. This is gonna probably fuck me up. Well, I didn't break out last time I did this. So, maybe I won't break out this time either. Now, the mixture consists of some 71% alcohol, which I know after doing some research, they said don't put alcohol in this stuff. I was like, no, it's done already. I already made the mixture. Fuck it. So 71% alcohol, some vitamin E oil. Oh my god, why? Why? Okay, vitamin E oil, aloe vera gel, I think, and some water, um, and something else I forgot. Every time I spray this off my face, it's like I yeah. If it's fucked up, oh well. I don't really care anymore. Oh, I don't think anything's coming off. Huh. Okay. Um. So what was I saying? So Jabari Peoples was killed on by a police officer on June the 23rd, 2025. And on the same night, there were several hemp shops that were being raided by Aaliyah, or the Alabama Law Enforcement Department, or whatever agency. Alabama Aaliyah, ALEA, so Alabama Law Enforcement Agency or whatever. Um, so they was raiding these hemp shops on the same night that Jabari Peoples was killed, and this is before. And that again, the date was June 23rd, 2025. But the date that Anyway's bill HB 45 was to go into effect was on July the 1st, 2025. And so I did message one of the store owners or whatever, and they said that the reason why those stores were raided, in their opinion, was that they were trying to get the money away from the money that these hemp shops made away from them, so they could not sue to try to buy for more time to keep their businesses open or whatever. The business that they invested their livelihoods into, mind you. The business that they thought that Donald Trump advocated for, and yeah, they lost their entire livelihoods with a stroke of a pen by a lawmaker who claimed to be doing what the people who voted for Donald Trump wanted, but that wasn't what the people who voted for Donald Trump wanted, i.e. Joe Rogan, i.e. Mike Tyson, i.e. Sean Ryan. Did I say Joe Rogan? Okay, I'm gonna start back over. Joe Rogan, Sean Ryan, Mike Tyson. I don't know if Nicki Minaj voted for Donald Trump or not, but I do know that Nicki Minaj, I think she does promote hemp inside of her videos, I believe, right? I think ganja burns, right? A lot of people who endorse Donald Trump do not. I don't think they want anything. I don't think that they want hemp shops or marijuana shops affected because of some lawmaker like Andy Witt or Dan Patrick of Texas. I don't know, trying to flex their their political muscle or whatever. So I guess what I was trying to say was that pretty much if Doug Jones, if he is made the front runner in regards to the Democrats, yeah, I will probably even vote in 2026 because Tommy Tuberville, he's gonna probably win anyway unless something crazy happens. Weirdly enough, in my chart it shows that something that I get lucky in regards to the midterm elections, but Donald Trump is going to be kind of he's going to have an emotional block like that. But anyway, we'll see what comes up because there's a lot of time between now and then. The only way that I would vote Democrat, Doug Jones, if you're listening, for some miraculous reason or whatever, the only way that I would vote Democrat is if you had the balls to step down and let Chad Chick Martin take your place as governor, as the only way that I will vote Democrat is even if Doug Jones wins the primary or whatever, if he has the balls to step down and let Chad Chick Martin take his spot, because Chad Chick Martin, he's running on the things that I actually will vote for him for. Doug Jones is running in regards to the same ideologies as Joe Biden. I'm not voting for you, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to vote independent. And I don't. Tommy Tuberville in his interviews, he's already said that it's going to be the same thing. Nothing's really. He said that things are going to change, but I was going to make a video for him just like I did Andy Witt, but I changed my mind because my target was Andy Witt. Tommy Tuberville, I don't really want too much stuff to all I really want inside of Alabama is to get the Mega Millions and the Mega Millions and the Powerball and like some other lottery tickets that you can just run to a local store and buy a lottery tickets and just bring your ass home. Go to really a day in the life of me if I had some extra money to just fuck around with or whatever. All I want to do is be able to run to my local store, buy a lottery ticket, Mega Millions or Powerball, or both. Buy a pizza. Go to the liquor store, buy me a big bottle of Jack Daniels, K. Michelle. Or you know what? Or Nicki Minaj, Mixcato. I used to drink those too, Mixcato. Give me some wine coolers or whatever, some Moscato, and some Jack Daniels, and some mixers or whatever, and then go to a hemp or vape shop, buy me 2 or 3 what do you call those things or whatever? Just buy me a vape, a big vape or whatever, and then go at that same grocery store or whatever, or when I go to the grocery store, give me a big pizza, give me some chicken wings or whatever. Bring my ass home. Maybe who knows? I might pop in the porno or whatever. Sit at home, mind my fucking business, be left the fuck alone. Be left the fuck alone. Well, the thing about it, you can't do that now because Kay Ivey, she signed a bill saying that you have to log in with your age and stuff like that to be able to watch a porno or whatever. Kay Ivey, she signed a bill, Annie Witt's bill, age before 5, saying that that basically it banned all hemp products or whatever, the flour and stuff like that. What else? Uh, Apparently the lawmakers inside of Alabama, they can't decide on a gaming bill, and so yeah, everything's inside of limbo in regards to getting a casino inside of Alabama and getting a lottery, being able to buy lottery tickets inside of Alabama. But they love to raid any place like a bingo hall or whatever where people are playing like little slot machines or whatever. Oh my God, and here's Annie Whitson. Oh my God, it's riddled with crime. Look, I don't feel like driving a state over to have a good time. And I also want to keep my gun rights as well. So I don't want to drive all the way over to another state and I can't carry my pistol with me or go to Las Vegas. I'm not driving. I'm not going that far. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I want to buy. I don't want to sit inside no damn casino with all these people or whatever, not knowing what the hell they're thinking or whatever, not knowing how good or bad their fucking life and their life decisions has been and that has brought them to that point or whatever. I don't want to see you. I want to just have me a pizza, have my wings, have me 2 lottery tickets, and watch the Powerball or and the Mega Millions either roll over or maybe I might win like $100 or $2 or who knows, I might win the jackpot in the privacy of my own fucking home and smoke my damn fucking hemp vape. Maybe watch a porno or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 in peace and drink my fucking liquor and my fucking beer and be left the fuck alone. Is that so fucking hard? And then if and then go to work. If my career gets back, whatever. Anyway, I'm missing one thing though. Oh yeah, the body cam. So yeah, also Kay Ivey in regards to Jabari Peoples, she signed another bill making it so that it's very difficult for the public to have access to police officers' body cam footage. So it's just a fucked up situation all around. And that's why Jabari Peoples and his family, they had a very, very difficult time trying to get the body cam footage of the police officer shooting their son, their 18-year-old son. The 18-year-old black son. And the thing about it is, again, that was a bad shoot in my opinion because, I mean, even though the police officer said he saw a gun or something like that, the boy was sent inside of a car, I believe, reportedly. He was sent inside of his car in a park, mind his business. And the police officer said, "Oh, I smell marijuana," and he started fucking with the boy. And the thing about it is, what was the first crime? What was the point of what was the point of the interaction? I can't think of the exact word what was the what started the incident anyway, or what created the incident anyway? So I think that's gonna be it for me. I'm at 58 minutes. I'll probably stop at like I need to wash stuff on my face because I don't know how bad it looks. So I'll probably stop at 103 then. Okay. So again, I don't know how bad this shit looks. Probably looks terrible. Yeah, the color's off on my what you call. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is actually yeah. Trying to see it. I think some of this stuff got in my eyes again. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to wash this stuff off. I could use this micellar water, but it'll dry my skin out. So I'm gonna just use Jesus, this right here. So let me pause for a second. I'm gonna do another little take or whatever because I don't know if I have enough light or whatever to get that close to the camera. Let me put this back inside of here. I need to look up how do you wash these how often you wash these brushes off or whatever, and how do you wash them off, and what do you wash them off with? Anyway, uh, I might look like a damn fucking ghost. Let me turn this on. So yeah, again, I'm not voting for Doug Jones. I'm not voting for Doug Jones if he's the head of the Democratic Party. Now, but I will vote for Chad Chick Martin if Doug Jones has the balls to step down and let Chad Chick Martin um, take his spot. Because, in my opinion, these lawmakers, all they really want is power. That's all they want. And we've seen looking at was it Ayana? What's that um lady's name? Let me see here. I'll do it while it's recording. Yes, Ayanna Presley. It seems like she's pushing gender affirming care onto children. How godless is that, in my opinion? If Doug Jones had the balls to step down and be like and say, you know what, I see that the people of Alabama, they want what is it? I think Chad Chick Martin he's campaigning on having 4 casinos inside of Alabama. He's campaigning on actually turning Alabama into a hemp or marijuana growing state, and it'll bring in large profits to the state, and also prison reform as well in regards to all races, not just black or white, just all races. So anyway, so I'm gonna get this stuff off my face. I don't know how terrible it looks. And I'm gonna do a close up. I don't know if yeah, it probably looks terrible. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Let me pause a second to wash my face, and then we're gonna just yeah, pause. Let me unpause. Now, Doug Jones. I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? I wonder if Doug Jones actually has the balls to actually step down, because I'm sorry, but no, Alabama does not want Joe Biden. However, I'm Chad Chick Martin. Now that's a breath of fresh air for Alabama. Um, and I'm talking about in reference to Tommy Tuberville and Doug Jones, because neither one of y'all batches interest me at all. And Doug Jones could probably say that, oh, I can do everything that Chad Chick Martin is claiming. Nobody wants Joe Biden. You already shaking hands with Joe Biden. We get it. We got it. It's good. Chad Chick Martin it's everything or nothing. Do you have the balls to step down and let Chad Chick Martin take his spot? Anyway, so I'm gonna wash your stuff in my face. That's what I was trying to say. Do you have the balls to step down and let somebody who isn't in it for the power, but in it for just the overall change? Do you have the balls to do that? To step down and let Chad Chick Martin take his spot? Or are you gonna just be like, no, I can do this. We don't want Joe Biden. Pause. I'm gonna get this shot off my face. Oh wait, and I don't want Tommy Tuberville either. But that's just me. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. So I just washed my face. It's black spots and all. Anyway, so we the people just want change. And so what would be a crazy shakeup is if Doug Jones actually just step down and say, you know what, I'll let Chad, since you think that we're so concerned about power, here, Chad Chick Martin, I'll step down and we'll see what you can do for Alabama. And he gets the framework in place in regards to marijuana being inside of Alabama, because so far no other politician has seemingly got too many results in regards to that. And then also, like I said, that black men are dying, like Jabari Peoples. White people are dying from either fentanyl overdoses or just getting the wrong thing because it's not regulated on the streets or whatever. And so I mean, that's to say, people can easily make a party called the People's Party, because look at this black boy getting killed by a police officer. His last name was his last name was Peoples, Jabari Peoples, the party of the people. Anyway, the story writes itself, right? The story writes itself. Who knows, Donald Trump? I might end up getting a Nobel Peace Prize. Sorry, in 2027. Yeah, right. Anyway, I got it seems like I got so many aspirations too. 13 from Donald Trump and a 13 solid gold medal, and then also the Nobel Peace Prize too. Anyway, so let's see here. And so I did see this meeting that Donald Trump had I believe yesterday. He had a lot of people there, and he was being asked questions. I think Katie Britt, she's a representative from Alabama, she was there too, and she was talking about, I believe, some law or some situation where Donald Trump, he was helping out with fertility situations in regards to women. And my thing is, like, I'm like, I don't really care about. I mean, what the average person, in my opinion, does not care about fertility situation in regards to women, due to pretty much not those many people are trying to have kids these days. They can't afford them. They can barely afford their houses. They can barely afford their bills. They can barely afford to be happy. You tell some damn kids. Like, I mean, you tell some fertility. I mean, people are trying to trying to be able to buy to get the money to be able to pay off a house, buy and pay off a house, get a stable job that they can keep and not get replaced by AI or whatever. And you talking about you're up here gushing over some fertility bill or something like that, or situation. And she's just into it. She's just like gushing, just laughing, hee hee ha ha. And I'm like, nobody's trying to have kids these days, unless they have the money to be able to handle the situation, which seemingly you do have that, but a lot of other people don't. So gush away. Anyway, so I think that's gonna be pretty much it for me. I think that's pretty much it. I wonder if Doug Jones has the balls to actually step down and let somebody who the people who may be a little bit more of what the people want, instead of a old Democrat that's just been playing the same game for so many years. Anyway, who knows? Chad Chickmore might get inside there. He might be worse than Doug Jones and Joe Biden or whatever. But anyway, it's just something. It's not an observation. It's just throwing it out there. There we go. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I just want to step in and rant about that bald lady with alopecia, and the seemingly hypocrisy. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I have my own little ways about me, but I'm just saying you might want to. Yeah. Anyway, well, we'll see how this month ends in regards to Bill Clinton, because the astrology is still this. Whether people want it to happen or not is going to play out some way or another. And Bill Clinton's about to go through the same astrology that he did during his trial in regards to his impeachment or whatever. And that happens on June the 13th, 2026. However, on June the 16th, on May the 16th, 2026, and May the 27th, 2026, that's when a lot of stuff that is out of control happens, and it's bad for the Democrats and Bill Clinton. So whatever is going on, I think it may be Epstein, this Epstein situation in regards to Bill Clinton. Something big may come out later on this month. So Yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for me. But that astrology is gonna be good for the Republicans and bad for the Democrats. Um, Gavin Newsom is gonna have an emotional block around the date of May the 27th, 2026, because this progression will make an aspect to his progression natal Saturn. Anyway, oh yeah, and I think to say also that Melania Trump needs to be careful around May the 20th and May the 26th, right? Because that's when transit Sun, I think it's when transit Mars will conjoin her natal Sun. Um, but then again, see, I saw something like this similarly all the way back, I believe, around July the 25th, 2025, when I was concerned about Usher Vance, and it turned out to be that it was Ghislaine Maxwell. She was being interviewed um around the time of July the 25th, 2025, because I was freaking out. I was like, something bad could happen to Usher Vance or JD Vance's circle or whatever, and it turned out to be Ghislaine Maxwell was being she was talking to the FBI. Anyway, so all of just something big happens towards the end of this month, May. So anyway, it makes you wonder why is it after the midterm election? Why is it after the primaries? Because I think the primaries in Alabama is on May the 19th. So it's like I think Trump or these politicians are going to let these Democrats get their Democratic picks or whatever and put it into place or whatever, and then they're going to hit them with a shock that's so fucking crazy. It's going to be like they're going to be like, what the fuck? And the people that they thought they had primary or whatever, they're going to be like, oh, no, actually, he's kind of probably inside of the Epstein situation too, or whatever. So anyway, I don't know, but I just know that by the end of this month, all hell looks like it's gonna break loose. Anyway, so that's gonna be it for me. I spent a lot of time. I will probably stop at 113. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Maybe I can just do a little face, like a oh yeah, ooh, look at this ugly mug. Yeah, ooh. Yeah, so I think this is all the makeup off my face or whatever. Um, do not stop here, yeah, right here. No, okay, you didn't. Okay, so I'll stop at 13 minutes. 1 hour and 13 minutes. Um, I might try to sing another song like in a couple of days or whatever. Like yeah, I need to figure out what other song I want to sing. So that's gonna be it for me. Um, bye.